Yes, sir, baby. On the Radar Radio. Yo, special guest in the building. He came by himself this time, kind of. Ray Ball also is in the building. You know what I'm saying? But Kenzo Ball is here with me, my guy.
Gang.
How you been?
Chilling, gang. You know that shit.
Good to see you.
Going up. You know that shit. I see you going up, man.
I see you going up, man.
Shit,
You
man.
complex approved
I'm trying,
now.
bro. I'm trying, bro. You did too, man.
True. You right. You right.
We both
you right.
did.
We both complex
did.
approved.
Right.
It's funny because I remember when we were shooting your freestyle, bro. I think JD had called me, right? And JD was like yelling at me on the phone. He's like, "Whatever you do, don't talk about TG and Kenzo being signed." He was like, JD was like, they both just got signed, and this was like what, February?
Yeah.
They're like, they both just got signed, but you literally cannot say nothing. And I'm like, damn, bro,
yeah,
I wasn't even gonna ask them, but you know what? Now that you mention it,
hell yeah, it was in the process at that time. It was right there at that time. Like we already like just finished signing the paper. We were just waiting at that time.
You're signed to 10K?
10K.
Yeah, you signed to 10K too. Both of you and TG both got signed, right?
Yeah, we signed to 10K. Hell yeah.
So how did that come about? Since I didn't get to talk to you about it back then.
Well, for me, it was actually came up for me. We was like one of the A&Rs for me. I hit me. Well, one of the guys at 10K, my son Solomon. He had just been watching my page, and I guess I seen him watching my story, and then he had hit me up. He hit me up one time. I was shooting a video on the block. For me, just texting me like, "Yo, bro, send me a number." So for me, I was just like, yo, I already knew I wanted his pay. I already knew he signed X and all that. So I'm like, yo, nah, he really just texted me. So I called my manager, buddy, and shit. I called him, like, yo, Solomon just hit me. You gotta see what's going on. So that's when he told us what's going on and shit. They wanted to fuck with me and TG and all that. For me, we all started talking, had meetings and shit like that, and then went through with this shit. Hell yeah.
Solomon, mad cool too.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, that's bro.
Yeah, Solomon, mad cool, mad genuine.
Bro. Him and Nico.
Yep, Nico, shout out Nico.
Yeah, shout out Nico, my son Buddy. Yeah, those are the guys right there.
But that's gotta be
real
crazy
genuine
too.
Niggas right there.
Huh?
They genuine.
I was gonna say that's gotta be too crazy too to see like the person who like is responsible for like X's career and so many other like huge artists' career that like just in your DMs mad casual.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. But I was like, for me, he's working hard. So it was like, bro, it's a matter of time before it come, bro, because he's working hard for this shit and this shit all fire. This shit going good right now, for real.
What was the first thing Solomon told you? Besides like, yo, give me your number, whatever.
He was just telling me like, yo, we fuck with your sound. I like, we see we was going crazy. Like for me, cause at this time last year, you know, remember me and TG was dropping like 2 videos a week,
right?
Like basically like every time, like, we was going crazy. So it was like everybody was listening to like they had no choice. We just flooding shit. He's like, yo, y'all flooding shit right now. Everything over at that time was hitting millions of views every video. So he's like, yo, I just flooding going crazy. Fuck with y'all sound and shit. We trying to work with y'all and all that. For me, and we just like, for me, once we met up and shit, we spoke and everything. For me, was valid, and we just went through with it.
Everything went from there.
Hell yeah.
That's fine. Well, congrats, man.
Yeah,
I know we weren't supposed to talk about it, but I'm glad we could talk about it.
Nah, hell yeah.
And then, like, even, you know, when we look now, obviously, thank God TG's back. You know what I'm saying? TG was gone for a while.
TG back.
While he was locked up, did you kind of, like, not felt lost, but, like, did you kind of, like, what were you thinking during that time? Because, like, you know, that's like your other half in this music shit, right? Yeah. So what were you kind of going through? What was going through your mind when that all happened? Because he was gone for, like, what, a couple months?
Yeah, he was going for, like, 4 months. 4 or 5 months. I was just like, yo, I just got to keep it going. So by the time he get back, like, everything can still be emotion. I ain't changed. For me, that's just, when he went in, it just, for me, of course, it hurt, it hit a spot and all that, but it shit just made me work harder. Right. Honestly, for me, maybe just keep dropping, just keep going to build the shelf. So when you get back home, for me, it don't be like, I fell off because he was in there, or I slowed down because he was in there. For me, you can't let that shit get to you. You just got to keep working.
Right. Because a lot of people, you know, I mean, you know, there's like that 50-50. It's like, it's either it's going to motivate you or you might get discouraged. And it's like, damn, it's like the person who I go to the studio with every fucking day is like, now he's not here with me. You know what I'm saying? So it's
especially when it's your blood brother too, so it hit different. So you know, you got to just keep doing it. For me, you got to keep working. For me, that's what I did. It just motivated me to do more.
Right. And it's like also during that time, like you obviously doing all this stuff with the label. So it's like you're kind of gaining this knowledge at the time that like when TG comes home, you know, you could also in a way help steer TG the right way with the music business, industry stuff. And, you know, because as you get more into the industry, obviously he missed like 4 or 5 months of that too. So it's like, okay, now it's good because he has you when he comes home to, you can be like, all right, so this is what's going on with the label.
On game. Yeah, definitely. That's exactly what I did when he came home. I just put him on. So what was going on and shit, what he needed to do, and what we needed to do for me, and that's what he been doing. He working right now. His project about to drop too. Dope. For me. I just dropped my project and my deluxe for me, Mr. Ready Blitz. So, you know, we just working right now. Everything going everything going good, man.
What do you feel like being with the label has taught you? Like, what's one big thing you learned so far since signing?
For me, like, as long as you do what you need to do, for me, everything gonna be valid. That's the one thing I learned from being with the label. For me, a lot of people start complaining, saying label not doing this and that for them, but they not doing what they need to do all the time. For me, they just want to complain. But if you do what you need to do, shit gonna go right. Especially, and plus you gotta have the right people for the label around. You gotta build good relationships with them too. For me, just make sure you got good relationships with certain people at the label so they understand you and you understand them, just in case anything.
What my boy calls it, he's like, oh, I'm about to go shake some hands and kiss some babies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like when the superhero lands back after saving the day,
yeah,
shaking the people's hands, kissing their babies, all that shit like that. You gotta keep the people at the label happy too. Do they let you drop whenever you want, or are you more calculated now? Obviously, with the project, you were calculated.
Nah,
but like,
yeah.
Are you more calculated?
Yeah, I'm able to drop whenever I want. For me, and then plus, like for me, we still work together. Like I bet we drop this with them, and then I drop something right after. For me, or they drop something with. Or I drop something and then drop something with them right after. For me, they still let me. For me, I'm able to drop whenever I want. For me, because I do what I need to do. So I don't got to worry about none of that.
You also roll a lot lighter now, my brother.
Yeah.
Is it just because you've learned, you've grown?
Nah, that not even that. A lot of the bros is locked up too. Like a lot of my main niggas from Fifth to the South. So it's like for me, it's only a little bit of us. For me, like right now, it would have just probably only been TG and Blake for me. But us, like for me, they in Miami right now. So, but you know, it's like a lot of the guys' book. It was only we always kept a small circle anyway. It wasn't. I never really rode too deep. It was just me and my main niggas. That's it. So,
and that's how you should keep it, man.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's all.
But I feel like you already know that.
Yeah, too. For me, keep the circle the same.
So Mr. Ray the Blitz is out now. Yo, I love being on Twitter because you're pretty active on Twitter.
Yeah, sometimes,
But I love being on Twitter and seeing people tweet about the project too. You know what I'm saying? Because we see it on Instagram, we see it on YouTube, but like seeing people talk about it on Twitter, I think is super fire too because you getting like the love and everything like that. And what I see like the consensus is right. Obviously, you make drill music, but like it's always been like you could rap. You know what I'm saying? Like there's never been a question, at least for me, that you can't rap. You feel me?
Yeah. I always try to do something different. I always try to show up something different. You know they be trolling and say NY drill sound the same song, or even sometimes they be saying I sound the same. So I just be trying to switch it up and just do something different. For me, even when I be doing something different, sometimes they still don't see it, but certain people will see it though. If you know, you know. For me, I always could do. For me, whatever I put my mind to do, whatever type of music, whether it's drill, any type of different vibe, like I don't gotta do drill. I could do any type of music, gangster.
Do you feel like the sound is starting to get the same too? Like not like yourself, but do you feel like a lot of the stuff is kind of starting to bleed together?
Certain shit is. That's why we trying to. For me, that's why we trying to just do it, but do the same shit, but switch it. For me, switch it up a little bit. For me, like, we be trying to be different. I just feel like me and mine was always different from everybody else.
Right.
We gonna show like how different we really are.
And like you did today.
Yeah, facts.
You started making some music for the ladies too, which I like to see. You did that record today with Ray. I fucked with that.
Hell yeah. Coming up with different vibes. There's a lot of different vibes. Show that we could really make music for me. Let them know we really artists for real.
Because I think that's the one thing that I think, you know, I see like it was, man, I saw this tweet today, right? I forgot who it was from, but it was like, I couldn't tell if it was an artist or a personality. I don't know. They had a blue check on Twitter, whatever. But they're like, oh, we need to abolish drill music, especially Bronx drill. And I'm like, yo, y'all, I'm like, what's wrong with some of y'all? You know what I'm saying? I'm obviously not like, it's like looking at any type of hip hop, right? There's going to be some people, artists who make music who aren't going to be good, right? We know that. That's music in general. Right? But then like they can't just like look at someone like Kenzo, Balla, or there's other rappers in the Bronx too who actually rap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They be looking over us. They be trying to like sometimes they be trying to push us to the side, but they know when they really listen to us, they got no. You go in here Bronx drill, and you can't say you don't fuck with no songs that's a part of this movement. Right. Like for me, people just be saying shit sometimes for the internet, but like for me. This shit gonna keep going regardless. Honestly, that's what I feel like. We just gonna keep the drill shit going, but we gonna really keep it going because the way we gonna do it is gonna be different. We gonna expand it more.
Right.
That's why.
And you know it's crazy, right? I wrote this down because Talk Our Shit had a 50 sample, right?
Yeah.
And 50 approved the sample.
Hell yeah.
Yo, first
Shout
of
out
all,
50.
How does that feel?
That shit felt crazy. I ain't gonna lie. It took a little minute. We was waiting on it, bro. I ain't gonna lie, but we was knowing like for me, my A&R was telling me like, yo, he said he's clearing it. Shit, he said he's clearing it. So I'm like, well, word, like, hell yeah, shit was just active. That shit was lit. And then when he finally cleared it, you see you song drop, you guys name on the shit, his credits too. That shit just like it's different. It let you know like he's heard the shit and he fucked with it enough to clear the sample. Right. So that was fire.
I hope one day you get to meet him and like properly get to thank him for clearing the sample too.
I'll definitely be him real soon.
But like, has this all like kind of have you soaked this all in? So Complex, 50, like you getting write-ups everywhere too, man. It's just like it's like kind of a lot of stuff happening in such a short period of time too, in like less than a year.
Right. That's what I'm just saying. I'm just like. That's why I said I just been focused right now. I just been focused on just making music. So for 2023, they can see how crazy I'm really about to come. Like, that's why right now I just everybody for me talking about me like Complex. Everybody I just been watching it, letting that shit motivate me to just go even more crazier.
Right, and I love obviously the project got a bunch of features, but I love that you linked with Kyle Rich. Some Brooklyn shit.
Bro, oh yeah.
That was really dope. Yeah, how did y'all first get into him? Because I remember there was like a studio session with Dougie a long time ago too, but I wasn't sure where y'all met at.
Yeah, no. We met off communicating off Instagram at first. We was communicating on Instagram since like April or some shit like that. April, like, and we was like, yo, we gonna cook up some shit. For me, we gonna cook up some shit real soon. And like a couple months after when I came back, like around June, that's when we cooked up the song, June, July. And then for me, we just cooked it up and we shot some shit. We got a couple shits though. With all of us on this shit though. We got a couple songs.
What do you mean by all of us?
Me, Tata, TG, Ray.
Oh, for real? Like one, like all y'all in one song?
Yeah. We got some shits like that. Hell yeah, we got a lot of shit coming. Like
so, like the three of y'all and the three of them.
Yeah.
I love that. That's dope.
Yeah. One song? Fire. Yeah, it's one song too.
Word. So I'm looking at Ray confirm. All right. What's the song called? Is there a name yet?
Nah, we didn't even come up with the name, but it's more than we got 2 songs like that.
Okay, it exists out there.
Yeah, they ain't out there yet, but they gonna be out there real soon.
Word. Are you what was that? No, not are you working, but what I wanted to ask you was like this past year, has anybody reached out to you, like, I don't know, famous, whatever, that you were kind of like, wow, I can't believe this person like hit me up? Like not besides Solomon, besides like the 50 stuff, have you gotten like any type of attention that you were like, wow, I can't believe that this happened to me?
I ain't gonna lie. I just can't really think about. For me, my managers always be telling me, but my managers be telling me about certain people that just be hitting me up because they don't really text me on the gram. They'll go tell my manager or they'll tell my A&R like, yo, we fuck with him and shit like that. I ain't never, as far as me getting texted by somebody on the Instagram, no, I ain't never get texted by nobody on Instagram yet. But they done told people they fuck with me and shit.
People always watching, bro.
People watching them.
Whatever. My friends in the industry though, they're like, the people that you least expect to be watching are watching you.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they know about you.
Right.
And I think that's the dopest part about this.
That's a fact.
Mr. Ray the Blitz.
Yeah.
Deluxe out now.
Deluxe out now. Go stream that on all platforms. We got the regular album and then we got the deluxe. Go stream both of those on all platforms. For me, 5 new songs on the deluxe. All them shits go crazy.
So what's next for you, my brother, after this?
After this, I ain't gonna lie. We just gonna keep capitalizing on all this music. I got a lot of like highly anticipated music videos about to drop, like some shit called "What's the Move" for me. Losing Control Part 2 music video about to drop. Some other shit called "Feel a Rage." Like all them shit that's just going crazy. Like we just gonna keep the ball rolling. We gonna keep going crazy. And then me and TG got our joint EP coming.
Finally.
Yeah, we got the joint EP coming for me because for me it would have been here, but he had this some time, so we had slowed it down a little bit. But we got the joint EP coming. Then I got another project coming.
When do you think the joint EP is gonna drop?
Joint EP gonna drop around like February.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So not that long ago.
Not fall. Yeah.
Dope, man. Well, congrats on everything. You know what I'm saying? It's great seeing you. Bro. I love seeing your growth.
Yeah, I love seeing your growth too, bro. You went up crazy on the radar for real.
Thank you, man.
Shit went crazy.
You know, you always got a home here. You know what I'm saying? Keep killing it. Keep, stay out of trouble. I always be telling y'all stay out of trouble.
Out the mix. You know that, man.
I love it. Well, before we get out of here, you know the drill, man. Let the people know where they can follow you at. Anything else you want to let them know? Now's the time to do it right here.
All right, bet, man. Kenzo Balla, man. Kenzo Balla, the real Kenzo Balla on Instagram. Kenzo Balla _703 on TikTok. Kenzo Balla on Facebook, everything. Kenzo Balla on YouTube, Kenzo Balla on SoundCloud, all platforms. Mr. Ready to Blitz, Deluxe out right now on all platforms. Mr. Ready to Blitz, regular album out on all platforms. Make sure I go stream that and rush that. 2023, we going cool, man. Free all the guys, free 5th to the 7th. 5s on top, man. Free flock.
There you go. Make sure you go follow him. Go run up that new project out now. Go show him some love. Go show him some support. Love is free. Support is free. That freestyle is out now too. Till next time, it's on the radar. Kenzo Balla. We out. Boom. My guy. Love. Perfect. See?